What is going on, you guys? Armooon here, and before we get into today's video, I just want to remind you to subscribe. We are almost at 5k subscribers, and I know that a lot of you enjoy my content but are not subscribed, so make sure to do that. My end goal with all of this YouTube stuff is to raise money and awareness for those with mental health issues, so if you would please subscribe, it means a lot, and I will see you guys in the video. So, I recently watched Quantum Physics' newest video about abusing Sylas, and I just had to put my 2 cents in. Now, I wanted to say that there were a lot of things that he did right, but also a lot that he could have done better to make him the more broken champion that he so far trademarks. So I was making this video just to show that if he did a few things differently, he would have done more damage, he would have carried harder, and the game probably would have ended faster because all of that. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I want to start off this video by stating that this is not a hate video. I think Quantum is an amazing player. He's a challenger, he's extremely talented. I just wanted to put in a few extra things as Sprinkle Sylas to explain how he could have done things better, and I'll be saying things here and there, but for now we're just in the early laning phase, which he performed pretty well, as does all those players. He knows what Sylas's limits are and all of that, so we're against the Yasuo. Basically, he just wins off auto attacks in the very beginning of the game, which is unfortunate, but part of the game. Alrighty, so we're about to hit level 3. Once we're level 3, we could actually start doing some quick trades with him. Getting his shield off right there, waiting for my E to do a quick W trade. Yasuo's gonna be running up there. Oh, just kidding, he's right here. Well, I want to find him where my minions are. I'm waiting for the right time to W. Oh, it got canceled there. Keeping my Conqueror stacks constantly at a certain point. One more trade and he should be dead. I have a lot more sustain than he does, but he does have Ignite, so I'll have to be wary of that. Alright, you want to fight him before he hits level 4 because I have the advantage at the moment. So, I already knew Talia was probably around here, but Sylas just had an interaction with Talia, so I definitely know she's here. Yep, still here. So, my jungle is not really paying attention, which is part of solo queue. So I'm not trying to do anything too crazy at the moment. Just picks up a stack off of me. I'll get another biscuit until 6 minutes. I'm just gonna stay at tower. Now I'm a little out of mana. I can only probably do an EW combo at this point, which is pretty unfortunate. I want to go back and get some early game items, which I will touch up on. But for now, I gotta make sure the lane's pushed out just a little bit. Alrighty, so my lanes, I have a big wave, so it's going to take him a while to push that out. I'm going to recall it this time. So the first thing I want to touch up on is Quantum, as do a lot of people, rush Hextech Protobelt as an early game item. I found that a different way of approaching it, which is cost effective and still really good, is always buying a Doran's Ring and Dark Seal early. Really great for your Corrupting Potion and Biscuit, and I'll explain why I take Biscuits in a bit. But it just gives health, it gives you everything that Protobelt does except for the active, but what you want to do is rush your Ludens as quick as possible. So this is a really good segue from that because every item slot for Sylas is extremely important, especially throughout the game, and since he's a late game scaler, it's a big reason why. At this point I can start doing trades with him. I just need to make sure I'm aware where Talia is at all times. And of course I want to get his shield out first. So as you can see, I win trades right there, even though he's technically a pretty strong champion, but I'm starting to win trades. Now, that is because I max W, he maxes Q, and I'll explain why those reasons are different and why I do what I do different to him once I get out of this sticky situation. Ulti me. Oh, he's pushing. So the reason... Oh. Free kill? Knock up, bro. Knock up. I got Yasuo ulti. So Quantum says that you should max Q first because Sylas trades are not very long in the beginning. Now that is true, and that is the right reason, but that's also the reason why you should take W first. We're getting ganked. Oh. That's not my Senna. Alrighty, so he used his sums too, as well as mine. Fortunately, he has boots over me. Make a bit of a pain. But the reason why you want to max W is because you want to get those early trades. You want to just do the quick trades, like you said, and you want to get out. Just like it's the same with Q, but it doesn't make sense to max Q because your AP scaling on your Q is all flat AP, and you don't have AP in the beginning of the game. W is a flat rate, so you want to max W first for those quick trades. Same reason as him, just different logic, I guess. Party mid lane, I guess. Yeah, as you can see, I've been getting camped super hard this game. Meanwhile, my Jarvan has not done anything. But that's just a part of solo queue. Only reason why I don't go on this Yasuo and kill him every other time is because I know Talia is hovering, which is super annoying. I got a Seeker's Arm Guard only because it's Yasuo. Any AD champion, I wouldn't. Gonna stop his back, because then he's gonna get a big cash out. Like I said, constant ganks, man. Girl lives here. Meanwhile, Jarvan's down there. Super amazing. Alright, so we see Talia bottom. Got his flash though. If I hit that, I would have ultied because it's a really quick knock up and kill too. Oh, nicely done. Gonna push out this wave because Yasuo back now. Constant fighting now. I'm down. My Seeker's Arm Guard is pretty strong. He has no flash. This should be a free kill. This must be a free kill. Where are you gonna go? Alright, cool. So I got the kill too. Seeker's Arm Guard really goes a long way. I'm not going to finish it for a while, but you definitely just pick it up for the armor. I mean, as you can see, it smacks pretty hard. For our first item, we want to go Luden's Echo. This is because cooldown reduction is extremely important on Sylas, and you want to get as much cooldown reduction as possible while getting flat AP. So we want to just get Rabadons, especially with Conqueror. You want to get Rabadons as soon as possible. So, as you'll see, once I get Ludens and have some CDR on me, the main goal is just to go straight AP ASAP. Pretty even mid lane. I'm finally catching up to CS because I wasn't able to in the beginning of the game with this constant bullying. Might hit level 11 before him, but I don't have an ulti, so it doesn't really matter. Pretty good trades. Yeah. Without Ignite, I basically win these. Well, without his Ignite. So, his early game reign is basically coming to an end now. And I'm not even tanky. Like I said, I only have Doran's Ring in this. I didn't even get Hextech Porta Belt, and still pretty strong. Pretty darn strong. Oh. Alrighty. Get another kill, another stack. Really good thing about going Darksteel as well. Whoa. Weird interaction. Is that it gives you the opportunity and option to go Magi's if you'd like anytime in the game. We're not very close to Luden's Echo, unfortunately, yet, so we're just going to continue going mid and CSing until then.
The revolution must pause. Now it is I who tries hard.
Alrighty. Totally baited him for that. I haven't even back. He came back with full health when I had half, and I'm still beating him. Map's pretty dark though, so we don't know where. Don't know where our beloved Talia is. Alrighty. Now we have enough for Ludens. Pretty nice.
Is how we make a getaway.
Maybe we can stay to look for some more kills. Our bot lane's here. I'm 4 levels above them. Nah. Now I quickly want to talk about summoner spells and how that ties into itemization and everything that he did. He went TP while I go Ignite. Ignite, I would not have been able to get half the kills on Yasuo if I went TP. That's because usually in solo queue, I believe he had someone he was playing with. If you have a duo, maybe. But in solo queue, it's basically you against the enemy team. And I like to go Ignite for early game pressure. Also, the biggest reason why is when it comes to itemization. He went Morellonomicon later into the game. Now, Morellonomicon doesn't fit into Sylas as well as a lot of people think. And you almost always go it... Oh, we're getting gank. Pardon this interruption, I'm explaining by 4-man gank bottom, followed by 3 ultis. Morellonomicon is not very good for Sylas. Like I said, you want to go flat AP and you want to get cooldown reduction. And it just doesn't really fit anywhere in there. So if you go Ignite, you don't need to buy Morellonomicon for the reason that you already have anti-healing, which is a very big deal. So for that reason alone, that's why I choose to go Ignite instead of TP. Looks like this is warded. I'm trying to continue pressure while farming, but I don't want to give away my very large bounty. I see Lux is here, as well as a lot of them are MIA, so I'm not going to be too hasty with anything. Smart that they get that top lane pressure. Yes, so Talia is still bottom lane. Maybe look for a snipe on that Cho'Gath to help the team out, if anything. Alrighty. Huh. I messed up big time there. But at least we still got the kill. They're all top. It doesn't look like they won it. Like I said, I mean, it's solo queue. So it happens. Now, I want to quickly talk about runes. For his secondary runes, he went Transcendence and Mana Flow Band. Both are under sorcery. Now, I actually got my secondary runes by watching pro Koreans. When I saw them play Sylas, this is what they did in the mid lane. And I've got to say, I wasn't all for it. I was the total domination guy. And this is definitely the best of both worlds. So while Mana Flow gives you mana, so do Biscuits, as well as sustain in the early game lane. Now, mobility is extremely important for Sylas, which also ties into the magical footwear. Super great. And by the late game, I know that a lot of people like to go sorcery for that 10% cooldown reduction, but if you go the right build, like I'm showing you, I'm already at 30%. I only need one more item, and I'll be at 40% while getting Rabadons as my third item, as a very early item, while most people get it at 6. And you want to get it as early as possible, because like I said, a lot of Sylas's moves are dependent on his flat AP scaling. So, we got 10 stacks on that. We got a Sheen. Also, one of Sylas's, I make so many videos about this, you guys. One of his best attributes for his rework is his passive damage. It truly, truly, truly is insane, and you want to expand on it. So Lichbane is a great item to pick up instead of getting an early Zonias or going Morellonomicon, Hextech, Portobelt. You would much rather go this because as it stacks on your slightly magical boots as well as more movement speed. So as you can see, we're almost 3 levels above this Yasuo, really taking dominance into this game while having 0 assists and helping our team, but still making an impact in the game. Now let's clear out this. We also have a lead on Yasuo's farm now. And XP is extremely important. Like I continue to say, his scaling is amazing, which is why you want to go these strong items to scale with him instead of Hextech, which is a very early game item, but you don't care about early game anymore with new Sylas. Alright, so let's look for a kill here. I don't want to take Tali's ulti because it's boring. We want to take Cho'Gath because it's fun. Gonna get the kill, but nonetheless not bad. Maybe you can feast here. I didn't even get the W or feast. Either way, pretty good stomp. I could upgrade to Magi's, but I'd like to prove to you what items are best and why. Hello, friend. I'm gonna feast this. So, like another thing, as a mid laner, you're gonna get blue buff pretty often. I'm not even at, like, I'm only at 2 items, and I'm already at 40% cooldown reduction. That's way more worth to go these runes and not have that cooldown reduction than otherwise. So, I'm gonna continue to put pressure down. We see Yasuo bot lane. I could go back and get my Lich Bane, which I will do right now as soon as I clear this camp. So I have not even upgraded my boots yet, and I'm at a whopping 401 movement speed. And I know for a lot of you guys, including myself, you always are just a little bit off in the distance to get that Q or W or something like that. He's all about close range, and so now with this kind of runes, you really can get close range without worrying about it too much. Now, our next item, we're not going to finish Seeker's Arm Guard. We're going to go straight Rabadons for our third item. It's extremely prevalent that you get this for all of your abilities, including Conqueror stacks. And I'll show you once I get the Rabadons how much of a difference it really makes. Meanwhile, Quantum was getting it as his 6th item, and for that reason, he just wasn't able to keep up and 1v5 like a lot of the potential Sylas has later in the game. Alrighty, Yasuo ulti's pretty good to steal here. I'm going to take that, but I don't know where the rest of the team is. If I can land it on him, he should be quite dead. Alrighty, Windwall's out. My E has a much shorter cooldown than his Windwall, so we should be looking on the bright side of things. Alrighty. He most likely has Ignite, so we're going to keep that in mind just in case of a long fight. Our cooldown reduction is now at 30%, so we have to be wary of that. It's quite a dark map, my friends, and we have truly dug ourselves a hole. We're going to have to wait for Jarvan to come as quick as possible, but like I said, this movement speed is coming in very nicely now. Look, I don't even think if I had that, and I don't even have upgraded boots, I would not have survived that. And I have a bounty that I don't want to give up. So these runes definitely come in handy. Wow, I did not expect that. I expected some of them, not all of them. And I'm afraid they're still chasing me. Nope. Alrighty, you're dead, my friend. Oh, maybe not. Maybe. Alrighty, can we get 2 here? Trying to dodge those. Waiting for cooldowns. Woo! Barely made it out alive. I didn't get the W at all there. But I think my team has got it taken care of. Very nicely done. Now, as you can see, I also maxed my E second for the same reason that I max it for the same reason I max W. The cooldown on this is amazing, as well as constantly having this mobility that I constantly speak of, and the dash is very quick. So I'm not saying Q is bad, but having this at a 7-second cooldown is extremely insane for our mobility and damage, as well as you get 2 passive charges from this, while you only get 1 from Q. Like I said, his passive is one of the strongest aspects of his new kit, so you want to expand on that as much as possible. As you can see, this is a large amount of damage too. So we're really just making the best of what we got. If Quantum did these kind of things, I'm sure he would have done better. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm saying he just would perform at a better and more carry rate, because I'm sure he has that potential. Gonna continue splitting at this bot side. We got our needlessly large rod, so we're at 336 AP. We are very close to one-shotting, as I'm gonna show you. Oh, I wanted to show you that right there. Basically, at this point in the game, if we hit an E on anyone, they are dead. Alrighty, so we have 2 people on us right now. Might be more later on. 3 levels above Yasuo. That farm. Right, so there's 3 players here. Definitely can't kill Cho'Gath, especially when he has Thornmail anti-healing, which is one of Sylas's biggest counters. So we're gonna move away from there. Alrighty, so we're getting a... Please don't. Yeah, thank you. So we're at 40% cooldown reduction without getting anything. Super nice to have. Super nice to feel. Oh, I think we got ourselves a girl. Goodbye. Didn't even get the W her there, unfortunately. So it looks like we're looking for a fight here. And it is a stomp. It is just a straight stomp. I don't even think I'll get far enough into the game to show you Rabadon's potential early in the game, but I'm happy to at least explain all of these things to you guys so you can perform just as good with the broken champion, Sylas. Very good. I'm not saying he's broken, but I do definitely think he has the right potential to go off in games. I'm sure Quantum can do it if he just changes a few minor details of his playstyle and kit. That looks like we're just going to end the game here. Makes the most sense as it's basically a pretty big stomp. So, as a last reminder, I just want to let you guys know, if you like the video, like and subscribe. Once again, this is not hate. I love you, Quantum, if you see this video. And, as always, remember, that's life.